Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Anthony Crufasi, functional medicine practitioner and double board certified clinical nutritionist. And in this video today, we are going to be talking about autoimmune disease and the trilogy related to it. Essentially the causes. Why do you get autoimmune conditions? Why do autoimmune diseases develop in the first place? Now, remember, we see patients all over the world, both in person in our clinic as well as remotely, who have these issues that we're going to be talking about today. And so it's very, very common for people to have autoimmune conditions today. Over 100 known autoimmune conditions have been documented in the literature, and there's over 50 million Americans who have an autoimmune condition currently. And this number continues to rise every single day. Now, remember, autoimmune diseases are characterized and they're named after the tissue that they're destructing. So remember, autoimmune conditions is essentially that the immune system is on overdrive. The immune system is overreacting. And so what it does is now it starts attacking its own tissue because it's starting to make a mistake. Okay, so they're named after the tissue that they destruct. For example, thyroid conditions, you'll get Hashimoto's, thyroiditis. It starts attacking the thyroid gland. Rheumatoid arthritis starts attacking joints. Lupus, systemic lupus can attack multiple different body tissues. Multiple sclerosis can attack the myelin sheath around the nervous system, and there's many, many others. All right, so now, traditional medicine's route for autoimmune conditions is, well, they say, well, your immune system is over-responding, it's overreacting, so let's simply suppress it with immunosuppressant drugs and steroids. All right, now there's a much better approach, at least in my opinion and many others, to take, and that is to find out why. Why is the immune system acting the way it's acting? And there are many different ways to find this out and address this. All right, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So there's many things that we can do for autoimmune conditions that we do for all of our patients who are suffering from autoimmune diseases. The first one is expression of genes. So expression of genes or genetic traits. Or predispositions, however you'd like to call this. You have genes, okay? So these genes, not like your blue jeans, right? These are your genes. You get these genes from your mom and your dad. Okay, now you get different genes from both of them. However, the ratios matter. You might get a good set from your mom, a bad set from your dad, vice versa, and those all make a big difference dealing on the predisposition that you have to that genetic expression. Now remember, genes must be turned on in order for autoimmune diseases or conditions to develop. That's the only way. And well, there's three things that have to occur, but you have to turn the gene on. If you don't turn the gene on, the disease won't develop. The problem is and it's not necessarily a problem, but you cannot cure an autoimmune disease. You can only put it into remission. So once you turn an autoimmune gene on, you can never turn it off. You can only put it into remission. And that is no symptoms, no antibodies, feeling great. And we do this for our patients because there are ways to do this. So, but like I said, once you put that into remission, you have to continue to do whatever you did to put that into remission. But you have to turn these genes on. Okay, that's number one. Number two is what's known as barrier compromise or leaky gut syndrome or leaky gut. Now remember, I'm not making this stuff up today. I don't make anything up. This is all in the literature. So go on PubMed, you can find this stuff out. It is there. All right? But again, this is the approach that we take. Very, very thorough and looking at the underlying root cause issues. We're not just focused on your symptoms. If we're only focused on your symptoms, then the underlying issue is still going to be there. Right? Remember, if you're driving your car and the gas light turns on, are you going to just pull out the cord that goes to the gas light? Well, you're still going to have low gas. It's not really going to make a difference. So you might as well fix the reason why the gas light went on, which is the underlying issue, the root cause, right? So barrier compromise or leaky gut, this is the gateway to autoimmune conditions. Okay, this is one of the biggest gateways here. So barrier compromise. What is a barrier? You have barrier systems all over your body. You have your skin, you have your saliva, you have your tonsils, you have your stomach acid, you have your digestive tract lining. Most people think of and know that if they have to get a procedure done in a hospital and they have to get a venipuncture or surgery, one of the biggest risks is infections because they are breaking the barrier system of the skin. They're breaking this barrier, the skin barrier. Your gut, though, specifically your small intestine, is the biggest barrier system. If you ironed out someone's digestive system, the small intestine, this will cover over 2 tennis courts. So it's a humongous surface area, and when you compromise this barrier system, you allow things to enter the body, you create stress, inflammation, toxin load. This causes an immune response over time, an elevated immune response, leading to autoimmune diseases. Remember, that's autoimmune conditions is there's an elevated immune response, and the body just starts going on attack mode and starts attacking everything, and it starts attacking your own tissues. So that's the second thing. Very, very important. Once we're able to resolve this, first we test for this, then we're able to resolve it. So many of our patients, many autoimmune conditions get better. Okay, and the third one is environmental triggers. This can come from a variety of different things. Anything that you have or in your environment, number one, can come from foods, from chemicals, air, water, anything. It can come from radiation, electromagnetic, anything. All these different things can cause environmental dysfunction, environmental triggers. Some of the other things are hormone imbalances, blood sugar dysfunction, nutrient depletions. We see this a lot as well. There's some major nutrients that the body requires in order to have a proper immune system regulation, thereby preventing autoimmune diseases. These are things like vitamin D, vitamin A, essential fatty acid status, glutathione status. It's your body's master antioxidant. When we have autoimmune disease patients, people that we see as well, both in person and all over the world, they commonly have low levels of these immune modulating nutrients, vitamins, minerals, amino acids, cofactors, etc. Because these help to modulate the differing sides of the immune system, which we're not going to go into depth in today's video. So environmental triggers, huge. So these are the 3 things that you need in order for autoimmune diseases to develop. So from a functional medicine perspective, from my perspective and many others, there's so much that can be done for autoimmune diseases. If you're taking medications, while these can be effective and can work, immunosuppressants and steroids, they can work. We see them work. However, you're coming with side effects such as infections and cancer. Because when you suppress the immune system, now your immune system can't fight off a cold because it doesn't have the immune system there. It can't fight off infections. What are infections and what is cancer? Infections are cells are able to grow, right? If your immune system is suppressed due to immunosuppressants, due to the care for your autoimmune disease, you're not able to fight off the infection. What is cancer? Cancer is an uncontrollable replication of cells. Your body has a natural process known as, I'll write it down here, known as apoptosis. Okay, it's known as apoptosis. What this is it's controlled cell death. When your immune system naturally, you kill millions of cells every day. You have trillions of cells. Your immune system naturally regulates apoptosis. So naturally kills cells because some cells are dead and dying. You need to kill those and get rid of them so that new cells can regrow. When you're on immunosuppressants, this doesn't allow the immune system to control this process right here. So what can happen is these cells can start replicating, they go rogue, and you get things like cancer. So those are some of the side effects. So, there's other routes, that's why I'm giving you this information, to autoimmune disease. By addressing these issues, there's so much that can be done. Many of our patients were able to lower antibodies, lower symptoms, get rid of this stuff so that they can actually live their lives. They're not concerned about a million things, including this, and all of their symptoms. So I hope this gave you a little bit of information. Again, this is the trilogy. Autoimmune disease is a 3-legged stool. You have to have these 3 things to occur. But once they do, the disease process just progresses until you address and identify the underlying issues. That's what we do for a lot of our patients, both in our clinic as well as remotely all over the world. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped you. If you're dealing with an autoimmune disease or you know someone who is, a loved one, friend, family member, I hope you share this information with them. Like this information. I want to help as many people as possible. There's so much that can be done for autoimmune conditions and many other chronic health conditions that people are currently suffering from in the world. So again, Dr. Kerfasi, thank you so much for watching. Hope this video helped you and have a great day.